Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome, and I hope you are doing well. So for today's video, we're going to be learning how to make a beautiful wig from scratch using only 2 bundles of human hair. Okay, so with that said, let's jump right into the video. So the first thing we're going to be doing is to make the wig cap. So right here, I'm going ahead to pin the black cap in place. So this, I'm pinning it to prevent it from moving. So next, I'm going to go ahead and sew down the lace. So we're going to go ahead and pin your lace in place and go ahead and mark the size of lace you're going to be using for your project. So for this project, I use a 2x5 lace. So after pinning and cutting off the excess lace right here, I'm going ahead to sew it in place. So once you're done sewing down your lace, the next step is to cut out the black cap under the lace. Okay, so here is the wig cap. I've already went ahead and pinned it in place. So it's time to move on to the next step. So I'm going to be taking the longest bundle that I'm going to be using that for the closure part. So right here, I'm just going ahead to cut the hairs, that way I can prep it. So I have a separate video showing you guys how I prep human hair bundles for ventilation. So I'll put the link in the description box down below. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check the link in the description box down below. So right here, I'm going ahead to comb out some of the short strands, and I'm putting those aside. So for the project, I'm only going to be using the long strands of hair. And also, when cutting out the hair out of the bundle, you want to make sure not to cut everything at once. So you want to cut a little bit at a time. So once you're done with the ones that you've already cut, then you can go back and cut a little bit more. So that way you will only be cutting only the amount you need to finish the closure part, instead of cutting excess hair or unnecessary amount of hair. So okay, so once you're done with that, the next step is to start with the ventilation. You want to take your ventilating needle, pass it through the hole on the lace. So next, you want to hook 2 strands of hair and pass it through the loop. Okay, and I have a very detailed and close-up video showing you guys how to properly use the ventilating needle, and also have a separate video up close and very detailed video showing you guys how to ventilate the hair using the tiny crochet hook. So I'll put all the links in the description box down below, and also the links for the tools I use in the video will be in the description box down below, like the link for the ventilating needle, the cap, and the lace. Everything will be in the description box down below, so be sure to check it. So like I said, to ventilate the hair, you're only going to be using 2 strands of hair. And also, you can space out the hair by skipping one hole on the lace. So by skipping every other hole on the lace, so actually space out this the hair on this very project because of the amount of hair I'm working with. And also, spacing out the hair help to cut down the time you will have to spend in ventilating the hair on the lace. So I didn't calculate the exact time it took me to make this wig, because I had other projects that I was working on. So I worked on the wig on and off for 1 week, because like I said earlier, I had other stuff in hand that I was doing. But if you spend an hour to 2 hours every day working on the wig, since the lace is a small lace, before you know it, your wig will be ready. And also remember, you want to take your time. If your fingers feel tired, that is a time to call it a day. Take a break, okay? Rest your fingers, rest your body, and get back to it either same day or the next day until you're done making your lace closure. Okay, remember, the more time you give yourself to create it, the more beautiful your project will come out looking. Okay, so now that I'm done making the lace closures, time to finish up the rest of the wig. So this is what is left from the one bundle I used in creating the lace closure. So here is what is left from that. So I'm going to be using this one and the remaining one bundle to finish up the rest of the wig. So I already went ahead and put the lace closure into a ponytail, a bun, so that way I can work on the black cap. Okay, so moving on to the next step. So now we need to make sure that the hair that we have left will be enough to finish up the wig. Okay, so we're going to be doing a little trick, not really a trick. We're going to be spacing out the hair on the track. Okay, so to start right here, I'm going ahead to pin the weft in place, and I'm making sure to pin it a little bit away from the lace closure part, just a few inches away from the lace closure part. Just using, so I'm used the ear on the mannequin, just above the ear, not below the ear, above the ear on the mannequin. So if the mannequin you're using doesn't have ears, then you have to measure 3.5 inches away from the lace closure. Okay, so once you mark that, you want to go ahead and pin down the first track following the edge of the black cap. Okay, so once you're done pinning down the weft, the next step is to take your needle and thread and sew it down. So for this wig, I won't be doing the fold over method. So once I sew to the other end of to the other side of the ear, I'm going to be cutting the weft. So I'm just going to let you guys watch this part, and I'll show you, come back in the next clip to explain a little bit more. Okay, so once you sew it all the way to the other side of the ear, if you decide to do the fold over method, you want to go ahead and fold it over and secure it in place. But for me, I'm going ahead to cut the weft right here, making sure to put the thread outside. I don't want to cut the thread, so I'm just cutting the weft right there. Okay, and I'm going to secure the end of this very track in place before moving on to the next track. Okay, so moving on to the next track, as you can see right here, I'm going doing the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and pin it in place following where I want the weft to sit, and also the amount of space I need to give on the black cap. So pinning it help to keep it in place, keeping it on the line where you want it to be. So you want to make sure to give it enough space on the back. So all the spacing that you need to do needs to be on the back. Okay, so because when you get close to the crown, you need to start reducing the amount of space you give on the black cap. So right there, doing the same thing, I pinned it following where I want the weft to sit. So right now I'm going ahead to sew it in place. So I'll be back to show you guys once I'm done. So doing the same thing, once I sew all the way to the other side of the ear, I'm going to cut the weft and secure the track in place. So I'll be back once I'm done sewing down the one bundle of hair. Okay, so I'm back, and so right here, this is the one bundle of hair. I haven't used the remaining one from the second bundle yet. So right here, this is just one bundle of hair, and I'm going to be showing you guys the amount of space I gave between each track. So as you can see right there, that's the amount of space I gave on this very line right here. Oh, and the hair bundle I used in this video is a double weft and not single weft. So you want to make sure of that. See if the bundle is double weft or single weft. So the one I used in this video is double weft. Okay, so now that I'm done with the one bundle right here, this is the remaining one from the second bundle. So I'm going to be using this remaining hair to finish up the rest of the black cap. So as you can see right here, I'm placing this very next track close to the previous track. So it's better to space out the hair at the beginning. So it's better to have some hair left at the end of the wig. Once you're done sewing down the wig, so once you get to the closure part, it's best to have some hair left than not to have enough hair to close up the black cap. So if you have some if you so once you're done sewing down the hair to the black cap, also once you close it off like this, if you still have some hair or weft left over, you can always go back and fill in some of the space that you have. Okay, but if you don't have enough hair to finish up the black cap, then you have to undo it and re-sew the whole thing over again. So it's best to take care of that at the beginning of the wig. Okay. Okay, guys, so this is the final result of the beautiful wig made with just two bundles of human hair right here. Beautiful. I went ahead and laid down the baby hair. As you can see right here, deep and clean middle part. So you can style this wig, since it's a 2x5 lace closure, you can style it as a middle part or as a side part. And also, I won't be installing this wig on me because I made it for a friend. So I'll be giving the wig over, handing it over to her. Well, anyways, this is it right here. This is the result. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And also, if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for popping by today. And I'll see you all in my next one.